South of the Clouds, a typical Yunnan minority folk melody, is becoming very popular in China. The song depicts the snow-capped Yulong Mountain, picturesque Lijiang town, and the intoxicating Butterfly Spring and Lake Lugu. So it's hard to believe that the songwriter He Muyang has never set foot in Yunnan. He says, "Even though I've never been to these places, the local music resonates strongly with me. It's like thousands of years of Chinese culture is running through my veins." What exactly is it that has so profoundly inspired him? To find out, we'll take you on a special trip to Yunnan to explore this land of wonders. Lijiang town is located in the northwest of China's Yunnan province, a plateau region some 2,400 meters above sea level. It's home to the largest cluster of the Naki ethnic people in China. Upon arrival, we were told that Impressions of Lijiang, a live song and dance show directed by the renowned Chinese director Zhang Yimou, was shot at the foot of Yulong Mountain, now partly veiled by dense clouds and fog. Zhang, who directed the opening ceremony of the 2008 Summer Olympics in Beijing, orchestrated this show, which featured local farmers. The organizer suggested that the artistic value of the show lay in its unadulterated authenticity. That said, there was still a professional production team behind this show. Following an Australian tour group, we managed to see a truly authentic Naki dance. Known as Dongba dance, after the Dongba religion, it's part of a ritual honouring ancestors. Most Naki are followers of Dongba, a polytheism that worships ancestors' spirits and nature. Dongba priests practice funeral rites, divination and exorcism, as well as rituals honouring the heavens, spirits and gods, mostly by means of singing and dancing. Studies show that folk songs, as the earliest form of music, have contributed greatly to the development of professional music in general and folk music in particular. Naki folk songs are widely used in Dongba sacrificial rites. As times change, the dance and songs are presented more often in modern shows than in traditional rituals. The tour guide introduced us to He Wenguang, the king of Naki music. Having bade farewell to the tour group, Mr. He and several Naki singers sang a folk song especially for us.
他做梦也想不到，今天能够在这里相聚，能够在这里看到大家，作为老人家，心里面非常高兴，非常的愉快。都是对，他是极细的填词的。那刚才唱的就是这边的一个我们党，就是咱们丽江，丽江就是丽江坝， 这边流行很久的一个我们达，就是古歌了。那么这个我们达呢，一理众和，就是一个人理唱，其他人就和了。那么真正的说那个内容的，这是李奶奶。那么我们他唱的我们达是另外一种风格，他唱的我们两个唱一下，你给我们个对吗？
对吧？
我们连大外门大外么弯大。
According to Mr. He, many old folk songs have been sung for generations, but young people nowadays don't like their melancholy melodies. People familiar with the melodies are mostly in their 70s or 80s. Mr. He's grandmother was good at singing old Naki folk songs, and so is his mother.
他们时候呢，不单是他们才会唱，而且呢，一个村落都会唱。但是基本上呢，我外婆他们都是理唱的，他就是当时的歌王嘛，都是理唱。然后呢，到我妈妈这边呢，我妈妈到了呢，就是可以说3天3夜也唱不完。
It's said that Mr. He's mother is the last singer of some old Naki folk songs. She lives in Tachang, a remote town situated by the Jinsha River, 160 kilometers away from Lijiang. She's already in her 80s. Having learnt of our arrival, she hurriedly put on her traditional dress. Naki women all wear a suede shawl, reflecting their lives on the farm. In the past, farmers returning from a day's hard work at the farm would sit by a bonfire, singing those ancient melodies. While his mother sings, his 3-year-old daughter becomes impatient. To appease her, Granny has to sing a nursery rhyme first.
月亮默默的花哥哥，我这是在悠悠，就在我一杯杯，就在我一杯杯，我一来咪默默，我过来这亮亮，我一来咪默默，我过来买呀去了不来来，月亮默默。大花哥哥，我这是在悠悠，你在我一杯杯，你在我一杯杯，我一来咪默默，我过来这亮亮，我一来咪默默，我过来买呀去了不来来，月亮默默，大花哥哥，我这是在悠悠，你在我一杯杯。你在我一杯杯，我一来咪默默，我过来这亮亮，我一来咪默默，我过来买呀去了不来来来，快面。
Granny's song has worked. The little girl is quiet now. Mr. He said he grew up listening to his mother's songs. Indeed, as Mr. He noted, the old Naki folk songs sound melancholy. The singer's plaintive voice usually makes the audience contemplative and emotional. What is it that has made the Naki so sentimental?
它这个呢，就是有居住的环境有关了。这个居住地，因为藏族是居住在高海拔的这种草原上，那么他的呢就是要让对方的人要听得见这边人说话，那么可以用语言来对话，用歌声来对话，他就是声音很高亢，所以基本上都是用那个铜腔的。那么纳西族呢，他基本上呢生活在那个河谷地区，河谷啊，所以呢他不是藏族一样的，就是居住的很分散，他都是一个村落一个村落，然后呢说话呢，声音呢都是比较低沉。
Apart from the geographical factor, there's another reason. Historically, Lijiang was bordered by the powerful Tibetan kingdom in the north and the rich Dali kingdom in the south.
我们是处在一个汉藏之间，那么丽江这个地方属于这个从唐朝以来就一直是属于吐蕃和南诏之间的一个争夺的区域拉锯地带。那么这里面我们死了很多人，一会儿他是被南诏所占领，一会儿是被吐蕃所占领。那我夹在中间，我是被他们打来打去的，对吧？一个区域。
Bordered by powerful neighbours, the bullied Naki struggled to survive. Hence the characteristic Naki traits and unique songs that distinguish them from other people. The Naki are a sentimental people. Young lovers used to commit suicide if they had no hope of ever being married.
到丽江，好多男女，对不对？不愿意这个父母之言媒妁之言嘛，父母之命媒妁之言，所以就是跟着自己的伙伴去这个寻情。我宁可玉胜不为瓦全。
When young lovers madly in love saw no hope of ever being married, they would rather accompany each other in death. They would meet at an agreed place and sing love songs to each other before committing suicide. The Naki people account for the largest number of love-related suicide incidents in China, and even in the world. Such sad ancient songs were a reflection of the early Naki's true feelings. Some commented that the rush of emotions they trigger is similar to what any grand orchestra might inspire. Today's Lijiang enjoys a booming tourism industry, attracting a large number of tourists every year. The old town is buzzing with life. Bars and karaoke bars are ubiquitous and are a highlight of the old town. The continuous influx of modern culture is having a great impact on the Naki tradition.
就是越来越多的人呢，不是去学纳西的民歌，而是去学外来的。那么这个纳西民歌呢，会唱的人就越来越少。
Mr. He's grandmother and mother were both known as queens of the Naki music. He has become the third generation torchbearer of this musical family by learning folk songs from them. But today, his children refuse to sing those sad, unintelligible songs.
很多传统的一种是父亲做这个，子女应该要做这个，包括我们家是音乐世家，到我们就第四代了，但是没有这样，让我开口唱歌很难的。
But Mr. He has noticed that although Apu doesn't like Naki folk songs, he has immense interest in modern music.
我特别喜欢那个港台音乐，也比较喜欢流行乐，也比较崇拜一些那个港台明星，黎智英啊、刘德华呀、赵群勇啊。我的所有的笔记本都是他们的那个卡片、明信片，然后那住的地方也是全屋子。